Alright guys, so we're gonna do a program for chamfering now. So as a previously done video on circle mill, it shows you the 1.25 it's on a Z, 1.5 it's gonna be width of the holes, and a 7-inch, so 3.5. So there's two options. For chamfer in on outside, one is going to be on your ZY, and then you do your position C0, enter X, that's just put 30,000 chamfer. Your tools approach, do that on auto set, G01, so 0.200 cut. These you can change. Then it's a circle. Starting point is 3.5 because it's a 7-inch material. 1.25 on Z. C, that's going to be a 0. Next one's going to be 90, 270 and such. And 0.75 it's because it's 1.5-inch hole, so you actually have to give it a half of the diameter of the hole. So it uses 7.75 from the center of the hole. This is a C, which is it's going to be the same program, except we're using different mode. So you do see similarities here, chamfer, also approach. Now the difference is going to be here, so it's still circle, it's still 3.5, 1.25. C, it's going to be here as a 0, so it actually looks pretty the same. Now, on the ZY, when you mill, it grabs the tops over here nicely, but then it leaves those sides untouched. On Z and C, actually, it did a nice chamfer all over, so we're gonna roll it in. So let's go with unit 13, Z and Y. Memory single, chamfer 13. Okay, let's lock. So right now you have this whole turret is lifting. Now we're gonna do a ZNC. So it will do the same thing, except now you're gonna see the truck move. So program edit. So let's say that I decide to keep the unit number 14. It works better than 13 for me. So erase, and then so I'm gonna need 8 of them. Unit copy. So I go to my program. Okay, we're copying. It's asking to what unit do we want to copy. So we do 13. Okay. Now the only thing that I have to change over here is gonna be with a 90. Okay, so now I have 2 units. So now I can copy 2 units. So let's say we go to the end, right arrow, multiple unit copy. We go to the program. Okay, and it's asking which units. So we go to Chamfer In and Chamfer In. Now it's going to ask you where to copy. So right before the end and after Chamfer In, we do copy. And now we go C. So we have C0, 90. So we do 180. 270, and now we have complete program. Now so this is the chamfer for 4 sets of holes, but then we have 1 set of 4 holes here, and then we have 1 set of holes here. So since I already have 4 chamfers, all I need is 4 more. So this is gonna be my last multiple unit copy. So we go to the end, right arrow, multiple unit copy, go to my program again, right here. Okay, we go to the bottom, and we want to copy chamfer, 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 chamfer. We want it at the end. Copy. And now we have a bunch of chamfers. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our new 4 chamfers. So since the first one, the distance on a Z, it's 1 to 5. My second one is 3.63. And we just have multiple chamfer copies, like I said, instead of writing each program individually. So now we go to Program, Toolpath, and the part, and you can see them right here. Let me see the top. Scale change. 1, 2. There are your chamfers. All right, so yeah, this is the difference between chamfers. All of them are pretty much like I said. It's once you have a circle mill hole, you can pretty much just follow the same patterns. So your shift R's are gonna be the same. The only thing is that the P3Z, which is gonna be your circle radius R, it's gonna be half of the circle. So it's gonna be, like I said, if it's a 1.5, it's gonna be 3/4, versus if you do circle mill, if you want the whole, 1.5, you tell her 1.5. So it's just one of those things where you put 1.5 in that circle R, it would actually do a chamfer on a 3-inch hole. So that would be pretty much it for today. Hopefully you guys learned something off of this. Like I said, I'm still learning myself, trying to figure these things out, and pretty much go as I've learned, and anything new that I learn, like I said, I'll try to post, because there's not a lot of videos on Mazaks, and and I just waste time sometimes to try to make these parts machine, because nobody cares. You didn't go to school. They bring you the part and you have to make it. Unfortunately, I work for a decent company, so they do give me extra time usually for the first time jobs. Hopefully you're in the same position, and hopefully you had a good year, and next year is going to be better. So keep up with good work, and I'll see you next time.